Hello Kingdom people, and welcome back to this video. So let's talk about the differences between dating and courtship. And straight to the point, the first difference is how the relationships begin. Dating starts with basically no vision, while courtship begins with a clear-cut vision. For example, when you're going to date someone, it means you're going to ask them out for the objective or purpose that you have some feelings for them, and if they happen to share the same feelings, you kick up a relationship. So it's a relationship that exists for the purpose or objective or reason that you both share feelings for one another, and you intend exploring those feelings in a close relationship, you can say. But there is no objective. It's not clear how long the relationship is going to go about or where is it going to end. It's just, hey, let's get on board and see where this goes. While courtship begins with a clear-cut vision. It's a relationship in preparation for marriage. It means, so when you walk up to a lady in the context of courtship, you're basically saying, hey, I think I'm ready to settle down, and when I look at you, I think you're the perfect person I'd like to spend the rest of my days sacrificing myself for and sharing wonderful moments with. So if you're on board, we kickstart it. The vision is clear, the objective is clear, even the time frame is already set. And in that light, there will be no reason to come down the line to say you want to engage the person again in the context of courtship, because from the moment she accepted the advancement, it was technically a marriage proposal. It's not later that you're trying to figure out what are we or where are we headed to. The destination was set right from the beginning. And if you may wonder, but can you just do that to a random person? Well, that takes us to the second difference. Dating can be spontaneous. Literally, most of the times it is. It means that you just see someone from afar, you like them, and you just head towards her to shoot your shot. And that is it. If it's positive, you kick off a relationship. But courtship, you don't just want to ask a random person you met or that you're not that informed about to marry you. And that's why courtship is better in the sense that it begins first with a background check. You're ready to settle down and get married, so you spot someone that piques your interest. The first thing you do is you carry out some CIA level intelligence gathering and analysis. You go to your social media accounts to check what kind of person is this, what are her interests, what is she interested in, what kind of things does she likes or share, what are the friends she's hanging out with, what is her circle like, what about the family. So you do all this background, and if they check most of your most important boxes, then you proceed to befriend them. And once you kick off a friendship and it looks good and you're compatible, that's when you move on to say, okay, you're going to propose to them technically to court you. So you see that you have moved from background check to friendship and then to courtship. The third difference, as you already know, is the time frame. Dating technically has no limit. It's an end in and of itself. And that's why you see people who have been dating for years. You see somebody in a relationship for 7 years and you're asking them, when are you going to marry this person? They're like, no, I'm still studying them. I'm like, what? Is it a PhD program you're studying or pursuing? And that's it, because the dating is the end in and of itself. So we go out, we hang out, we connect and bond and share our emotions. And when we're tired, we just separate and move on. No commitment. But courtship, as you know, has a clear limit. We are courting for this period of time because that is the vision of the life we want to pursue together. Get married at this time, perhaps have this number of kids at this particular time, perhaps travel the world or pursue our purposes that may require to do this and do that. So the vision is clear, and courtship, not being an end, is a means to an end. Why dating is an end in and of itself. Courtship is a means to the ultimate end of marriage. As you would expect, the fourth difference is the commitment level. The commitment level in a relationship where you're just dating is clearly different from the commitment level in a courtship. In a courtship, you understand that this person is likely the one I'm going to be spending the rest of my life with. So the way you approach the relationship is very different. You don't approach it with your pants down. No, you approach it with your eyes open and your brain functioning, because you want to see that, do we first of all bond? Are we compatible intellectually? Are we compatible emotionally? You will always be compatible physically. So, and that is just about 1% of a marriage life. So after the sex is done, what are you going to do for the rest of the marriage life that is in front of you? And now you know why people just get divorced and say, we grew apart. Therefore, understanding the high stakes, you're more open to catch red flags, and you're more invested in seeing that you grow to adapt to this person, as well as maybe challenge them to also grow, because that is how much commitment you have. But in a dating relationship, at the back of your mind, you know, if this doesn't work out, I'm moving away. I have no investment. I have no incentive to hang in there and fight. In scriptures, courtship was basically considered as marriage. When you look at the story of Joseph and Mary, they use the word divorce for him separating himself from a woman that he was just betrothed to. Technically, they were in courtship. The fifth difference is supervision and oversight. I don't know how many of you, the moment you were dating, you immediately on day one went to your parents and say, hey, mom, dad, I'm dating this person. Probably not. But courtship is different. Courtship is built from day one on supervision and oversight. Because you've come to understand that the stakes here are very important than you getting your clothes off, you're more considerate to follow the instructions of a supervising body. Could be parents or the church, whatever authority is going to be putting a seal on the union. In dating, there is generally no supervision or oversight. Most of the time, we would like to believe that if we did a census, a majority of all dating relationships happen in secret. Parents are not aware, and generally, even if they are aware, they are not aware of all the details. And sometimes, even when the breakups happen, parents or supervisors or figures of authority are still not aware. And number 6, this one should be obvious enough. The main difference between dating and courtship is that anyone can date. Anyone can be in a dating relationship, most especially children, immature people. But courtship is reserved for mature people, responsible people who are ready to take a new step of responsibility in their lives. When you're in a dating relationship, you can only hope, in quotes, that it leads to marriage, because that wasn't the destination set at the beginning of the journey. But unlike courtship, the destination was already set at the beginning, the timeline, the time frame, because this is different from fake promises. And that's why you should check out my other video when I say the maximum length for you to be in courtship is 12 months. Because beyond 12 months, it might turn out to be that you're moving back into a dating relationship where the other party might be deceiving you, promising that they're going to get married to you, and then the relationship just keeps prolonging. So courtship has a clear destination and a clear time frame to meet that destination. And if those objectives are not attained, then that is full reason to put an end to the courtship. But dating has no objectives, no vision, no destination. And that's why you can see two people dating and then they break up and then they come dating again and then they break up and then they come dating again, because there was never any objective or any vision or any destination. So nothing is there as a measurement to know that this has attained its objective or this has been a successful relationship. And number 7, well, I'm going to leave number 7 to you. Please tell us in the comments below, what do you think is your own main difference between dating and courtship? And I'm going to pin the best answer within the next 2 hours, and that's going to be our 7th difference between dating and courtship. So hey, get down there and drop it. I'll be happy to read that. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell if you're new here so you don't miss our next videos. And a big shout out to our patrons for helping us create content like this. You too can support this channel. The link is down below. I am Buddha Jumesi from Wisdom for Dominion. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.